Hey everyone. I'm sorry if I look a little messy here. I just got my COVID vaccine recently, so that's why I have the bandage on. But this is a video that has been needing to be made for quite some time, as there's been a lot of drama and a lot of bullying and a lot of BS going on in the elevator community for quite some time, and a lot of people are believing all these lies and rumors that are being spread, and there's lies and rumors being spread about me as well as a bunch of other people, and I just feel this video really has been needing to be made for quite some time. I was considering doing a video like this about a year ago, but I was pretty mad and I was pretty pissed off at the time, and I didn't want to make a fool out of myself because I'm sure you guys know how ugly I get when I get really, really angry. But I think it's about time because there's just been a lot of bullshit going on, and I also want to point out that there is going to be some strong language in this video. So I do apologize for that, but this just really needs to be said, okay? Now, with all that being said, in addition to talking about things that need to stop and need to change in this community, I'm also gonna be apologizing for some of my past actions because I know that I've had my fair share of controversies, and in addition to that, I know that there's some things I've done that have been wrong that may contradict some things I say in this video. So first things first, I want to say I'm really, really sorry for making anybody feel like they have to hate Kone because I do. Now, I know that I can be really blunt with my opinions and can be kind of harsh about things, and I'm trying to work on that. But I just want to say that I'm sorry if I've made anyone feel like they can't like Kone, because I don't. Now, you are free to like whatever elevators you like. You do not have to dislike Kone because I do. I've explained this in a whole nother video, but I'll just try to keep it short and sweet. There is in my video about Kone, there were some things, it was really long, and, there were some things that I've learned since then, and, yeah, but my point is that just because I dislike Kone doesn't mean you have to dislike them, and I just want to clear that up first and foremost. I don't like Kone, as you guys know, because I think their quality is absolutely horrible and really deplorable, and they're incredibly cheap and boring, and, and it's not like there are some things that are low quality people enjoy, I know people have said, Westinghouse and Montgomery elevators are horrible. But the thing is with those, I kind of see those as like Ferraris or Lamborghinis. They may not be, they are like some of these European cars. Like, they're not that reliable, but they're cool though. The thing is with these Kones is, to me, they're like Kias and Hyundais. They're unreliable and they're boring. So, but just because I think that doesn't mean you have to. And I just felt this needed to be said because I've seen lots of Discord comments that have been leaked to me on both. I've seen them leaked through messages from other people, of people complaining about me because and the whole reason why they're complaining about me is because they like Kone and they have every right to. And I just want to clear it up that I didn't intend for that whatsoever, for you to not to feel like you don't have the right to hate to like Kone, and I just wanted to clear that up. And if you feel, and I'm not trying to offend you by my opinions, but that's just a fact, and I have nothing against you guys liking Kone if you want to, but I don't like them at all. Second of all, I am very, very sorry for starting a bunch of drama with Elise and her not wearing a mask on that elevator at the JCPenney. I think it was a JCPenney, I don't know where it was. But I'm sure some of you guys might know about this because she made a video about this on her YouTube channel, and I want to apologize for starting drama by commenting, telling her to wear a mask for when she's out in public, which I want to first say that the reason why I did that is because she's been complaining a lot about not wearing a mask, and, well, she's been complaining about having to wear a mask, and she's been traveling out of her own state because they don't mind if you don't wear a mask and stuff like that. And the whole reason I got upset with her post was because I thought she didn't care and was just refusing to wear a mask because, she just was against masks. When the thing is, even though they're not that effective, they do still help prevent transmission by about 40%, which may not sound great, but I do believe helping slow the spread of COVID-19 is better than nothing. And so I got pretty pissed off when I saw that post, and that's why I decided to call her out on it. Because I just thought she didn't care. And, it turns out that Elise actually had a reason for not wearing a mask, and it turns out it's because she has some health-related issue that causes her panic attacks or whatever. I'm not sure what it is, and I don't want to go into too much detail about that. But the thing is I didn't know that when I made that comment. I just kind of assumed she didn't care and about the health and well-being of others. And now with that said, if you are literally unable to wear a mask, you really shouldn't be out in public with a bunch of other people. But my understanding was she was just not wearing a mask because she was just breaking the rules and didn't care about the well-being of others and wanting to stop the spread. And I just got really pissed off when I saw that, and that's why I called her out. And I did apologize to her, and I didn't mean to start drama, but I know that's still what happened, and I want to apologize for that. I also would like to apologize. Both of these incidents were things that happened like 5 years ago, but I would also like to bring them up nonetheless, because I know that these are both issues that I think caused a lot of people not to like me. And it would be, number one, when I shared a fake news article Jared Chambers had made to the official elevator enthusiast group saying that Andrew Reams had died for some reason. And yeah, so basically what happened was Jared Chambers private messaged me and sent me that article, and he said I didn't think it was real, but basically I was like, oh gosh, and I knew it wasn't real, by the way, but I decided to share that news article to the official elevator enthusiast group, and I sent it there because I thought it would be a really funny prank to scare people. Now, obviously, that was really immature of me, and that was very wrong of me, and at the time, a bunch of people got on my ass about it and started complaining. I just tried to pass it off as, I was sharing it for some other reason and not to prank people. But the fact of the matter is, I did it as a prank, and that was very wrong of me. And since then, I had a discussion with Andrew about it, and he said that apparently Jared made it. I don't know for sure, but we think he did. But he was the one who sent it to me originally, and I shared it to the group thinking it was going to be a funny prank to scare everyone in the group. I would also like to apologize for going around and spreading rumors about a couple of users for making certain troll accounts, because that wasn't right of me either, and it spread a lot of rumors and created enemies of mine unnecessarily. But at the time, I was really upset by the trolling that was happening towards me and a couple of other people that I was pretty close to at the time. And the fact is, these trolls they knew facts about me and were saying things that were some made up facts about me and things that just weren't true to other elevator enthusiasts. And those trolls that were doing it, the people who I suspected were behind them, were saying these exact same things as if the comments from the trolls were copy and pasted to their accounts or vice versa. And it just sounded really sus, let's just say that. And because of that, I really was almost positive they were the ones behind the accounts. And not only that, not only did what they were saying in comparison to the trolls made it sound really suspicious, but another user I was close with at the time, he made another fake account, fake sort of troll account, pretend to be a troll, and he private messaged some of these troll accounts and got their IP addresses, and their IP addresses matched the same towns as my suspects for who made these accounts. Now, was it right of me to go around spread rumors about these people? No, it was not. But I still think it's right that I apologize because of that. But the whole reason I did it was it just looked really suspicious, and therefore I just felt that the person who made those accounts needed to be found and stopped, because it was really upsetting me at the time. But I just wanted to apologize for that, because it wasn't right of me. I should have just ignored the accounts and just let the whole situation go. Like, this happened like 5 years ago, but I still wanted to apologize for it, because I know people just don't let things go in this community. I know how you all are. I see everything. So I just wanted to apologize for that. But anyways, now that I got some things that I've done wrong out of the way, I would like to start talking about some things that have been going on in the community that have been just causing a lot of drama and making a lot of people feel bad about themselves, and it just needs to stop, and that's what we're going to start talking about now. Oh yeah, and one more thing I'd like to bring up real quick. I can't remember if I made comments about this on North Carolina Elevator's channel, or if I just said it in like a private message. This happened a while ago, but this is of course regarding the North Carolina Elevator filmer drama. But I know I said a couple of things about him that weren't so nice. I can't remember if I said it on like a Facebook chat, or if I actually publicly said something on his YouTube channel. But I still want to apologize for that as well, because that was also really wrong of me, and I didn't know about his whole situation. As I started knowing more about him and saw how extreme some of the comments were getting, I tried to stay out of that drama as much as possible. But a couple of people leaked some videos that he posted that were basically copies of mine where he filmed his iPad while he was watching my videos, and I said a couple things that weren't so nice about him, so I wanted to apologize for that as well. But now let's get to some things that have been happening that other people, such as some of you, have been doing in the community that just need to fucking stop. And first things first, the policing. Now, I know people are not going to agree with everyone's actions and what they do while filming elevators. I get that. But there has been a lot of bullying and a lot of harassing over the kind of places people are filming at and the elevators they choose to film and stuff like that. Now, I understand calling someone out if they're doing a certain action that is actually about to hurt others, or if they're putting themselves or another person's life in danger, or if they're actually destroying property. I could understand in those situations. But there's been a lot of gossip and a lot of bullying over users filming service elevators, freight elevators, using keys, trespassing into buildings they really aren't supposed to be in, and that kind of stuff, where people just go on these, start bashing and whining about people doing this stuff. And the thing is, I mean, they aren't doing any harm to anybody, and I mean, yes, they may be doing it on private property, but really, as long as nobody's getting hurt, as long as nothing's being damaged, and as long as, nobody's being hurt, and if someone tells them to leave, they leave, what's the big deal? I've seen people start drama over people, riding elevators in apartment buildings or office buildings or other places they don't really have business being in. And all I'm gonna say is, if you don't like that, don't watch their videos. Period. 'Cause the thing is, they don't mean any harm by making those videos. They're just trying to have fun. And I've gotten several complaints from other people where they'll say, "Oh, you're always going into private buildings to ride elevators. Stop doing that." But here's the thing, though. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but office buildings, apartment buildings, and other buildings I have zero business being in, well, I'm sorry, but they have some of the best elevators I've ever been on in my entire life. And if you're gonna tell me not to ride those, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna listen to you. Because if it means I am gonna see a cool elevator, I'm gonna go into places I don't belong in. And the thing is, if someone tells me I can't be riding, or that I have to leave, or if I can't be filming, I'll do those things. I'll listen to what they say. But you're not gonna stop me from doing some of this stuff. And this is going to go on to another issue that I'm also going to have to bring up. But just mind your damn business and don't try to control what other people do. Unless they're legitimately harming somebody or putting someone else's life in jeopardy, including their self. I mean, mind your damn business. And as far as riding service elevators go, the thing is, many service elevators don't even have signs saying they're service elevators. So really the worst that's going to happen is an employee gets on and they're saying, "Sorry, you're on the wrong elevator," or something like that. Now, I know obviously there are some that have signs in front of them, and I know there's also, some service elevators that are manually controlled that you can easily break. That could be a liability issue for the property if you're riding on them or whatever. And it's especially not a good idea to go on them if, it's an occupied building. Like, I get that stuff, but in general, the thing is, just if people want to ride service and freight elevators without permission, as long as nobody's getting hurt, don't complain about it and don't bash people for it. I mean, I hate to break it to you, but, like, the thing is that, you know, I know a lot of you guys will say, oh, well, if you're doing this stuff, then building owners are going to hate us and not respect us. Well, I hate to break it to you, but I'm always being polite with property owners and security guards whenever I encounter them. I always try to be as polite and as civil as possible. But even then, many building owners fucking hate us. That's just a simple fact. I mean, even if you're nice and respectful, they're just gonna hate us, okay? A lot of people don't understand our hobby. Elevator filming is a weird hobby. That's just a simple fact. And because of that, many people don't get it. And because they don't get it, they just assume we're just a bunch of retarded trespassers or foamers, and therefore many building owners just simply won't respect us, and it's sad. Now, if you are friends with a building owner, or if you're able to become friends with them or get along with them, then by all means do that. But, like, a lot of them just don't understand, even if I try to politely explain what I'm doing. And that's just a simple fact. So, the bashing and the bullying towards people that do things like riding service elevators, freight elevators, going into office buildings or apartment buildings or abandoned buildings to film elevators, that's none of your business. So just keep your mouth shut and just leave those people alone. And if you don't like that they're doing it, don't watch their videos. I'm sure they'd much rather have you not watch them than you just shit talk them and bash them and complain about them in every comment or on every forum, because we all deserve, this is the elevator community. It's supposed to be a place where we all share our love for elevators and different elevators we find, and we're supposed to uplift each other and, you know, be like, wow, cool, whenever someone else finds something cool, and not bash each other over where we're going. So that's something that needs to stop. And also regarding the policing, if somebody chooses to swear in their videos, if you don't like it, again, don't watch their videos. 'Cause, you know, I personally try to keep my videos as clean as possible usually, because I just don't really see the point of swearing in a video about elevators. But I know people have different filming styles and film things differently than I do, and, you know, they just like to be funny in their videos. So, you know, just if you have a problem with them swearing, it's simple, just don't watch their videos. And regarding I know we were just talking about policing, and the thing is, if you have a problem with someone else doing something, again, just don't watch their videos. If nobody's being hurt, just don't say anything. If YouTube wants to remove channels, or if the police want to make arrests, that's their job. It's not your job. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, now let's bring up another subject that also needs to be addressed. And it is kind of regarding the last one, but also the amount of hypocrisy in this community needs to stop. Now, I know I apologized earlier for slamming a couple other users for supposedly making a couple troll accounts, or several troll accounts. Was that wrong of me? Yes, I shouldn't have been spreading rumors and trying to make more enemies. But some of those same people that told me not to do that, just shortly after, I'm sure you guys may remember this, but just shortly after, Jackson Slater's account got deleted, and Jared Chambers was the supposed suspect for who deleted his account. Now, and a lot of those same people who said to stop bashing the people that were behind those accounts, or I thought were behind those accounts, trolling me, they said that they all went around and said, Jared did this, Jared did that, Jared deleted Jackson Slater's account, etc., etc. Now, regarding a video he made that he since deleted, Jared did say Jackson gave him access to his account, and right before that account got deleted, unfortunately, because the account's long gone, I can't, just share a screenshot here. But Jared did upload a video of the Cathedral of Learning right before Jackson Slater's account disappeared. So, did Jared Chambers delete Jackson Slater's account? Most likely, yes. But we do not know that for a fact. And the fact these same people that were telling me not to do the same thing with other users, they're doing the exact same thing with other people. And the other things that's gone on is there's also, there was another elevator filmer who filmed a service elevator at an office building in Buffalo. And the user that, there was another user that saw pictures of the service elevator he uploaded to his Instagram, and he said, "You shouldn't be riding the service elevator. That's trespassing." But even despite what he said, though, this exact same person got arrested for riding the elevators in a turnstile-off building in Chicago. And yeah, I said it. He got arrested. Now, I'm not saying who it is. I will say this, though. It wasn't Sam Starr. I'm sure you know about this incident and all of that. This has nothing to do with Sam Starr. I just want to throw that out there. But this does have to do with somebody that was with him at the time. And this person, he's gone around telling people not to trespass when he literally got arrested for doing it. That's another thing that needs to stop. If you do something yourself, don't tell other people not to do it. And another thing, if somebody else does something and you have no problem with them doing it, don't tell other people not to do it while ignoring the fact other people do it. For years, I've had people complain and bash me for not liking Kone, and I've heard from another user who hates Otis that people have complained about him for hating on Otis Series M2 and Series 7 and whatnot. And the fact is that despite us getting bashed, there's some other users that have done the exact same thing, and that nobody complains about them. And I always say, you guys need to respect our opinions, and if you don't like it, just leave us alone. But if you're gonna bash somebody for their opinion, not that I want you guys doing it, but if you're going to, at least do it to everybody who fucking does it, okay? Because it's not fair. It's not right to treat other people like they're kids who just, are idiots and just say things for no reason while just ignoring the fact other people do it. It's not right. It's unfair, and it needs to stop. Another thing that really needs to stop in this community is the bullying towards younger filmers or people that are new to the community that are doing behaviors that are now frowned upon or disliked in the community. There are a lot of people that are new to this community that are getting bullied by other users that either have done things the same exact thing themselves at one point, or are really close to Andrew who did those things at some point. There's a lot of new users, just like any community revolving around anything. People are joining all the time. And the thing is, a lot of these new people who are joining the community, some of them are trespassing, surfing elevators, using keys, or they're being nasty to security guards and building owners because they act like they have every right to film elevators, and that as long as they can access whatever building, it's public, and that it's not private property, even if it really is. there's been a lot of bullying and a lot of people being incredibly nasty to users that are doing this stuff. But here's the thing though, a lot of these kids that are doing this stuff, you want to know why they're doing it? They're doing it because Andrew Reams, aka Diesel Ducey, did this exact same thing 10 plus years ago. And they're also doing it because other users did the exact same things a while back. Now, I just want to first point out, I am not trying to bash Andrew in any way. I am not trying to bash anybody else that did this stuff, okay? But the thing is that if you actually have a problem with their behavior, just say something like, I'm sorry, but this behavior is unacceptable. I know we used to do it, but we don't do it anymore. It was wrong of us. Or say something like that, or just, I don't know, but just be respectful and be nice and just politely educate, but don't bully and harass. And I've also seen users bully others for saying things like, whatever, like whoever the building owner is, and they'll say, you need to fix your elevator, or something like that. I've seen a lot of harassing over that, but again, the reason why these kids say that is because other users like Andrew Reams and Music Freak CC and some of these older users that have been on for a long time have done it. And because their older videos are some of the most popular and iconic in the community, and because a lot of these kids have autism and don't know any better, they just blindly follow what they say and do. And back when I first started YouTube, I got busted at a building in Orlando, that I'm sure some of you might remember. I've since privatized that video. But the reason why I had made a huge rant and said that they had no right to call the cops on me and that I had every right to film the elevator and stuff like that, because I could just publicly access it. The reason why I said that is because Diesel Ducey did it in his older videos, and so I thought it was okay. But it turns out I was wrong, and yes, I was wrong. But the fact is that after posting that video, I mean, a bunch of people called me out, and then a couple of people, including people that are close to Andrew, I'm not going to say their names, but you might know who they are, they kept saying that they called me an asshole and said I was an uninformed asshole in the community who doesn't respect building owners, and they said that telling a police officer or security guard that you have every right to ride an elevator, or just ignoring what they say is like cussing out your boss. And since then, these two users and several other people in the community didn't respect me, and then Andrew got involved and said sadly he sided with both the police and the building owner. And I'm like, what? Because here's the thing, I've watched Andrew for more than 10 years now, and he would make videos whenever he would get busted. He would complain about how the whole reason people bust us is because they're trying to take away our freedoms and our rights, and this was even in some places that are private property. But despite the fact Andrew and other users have done this stuff in the past, I still got bullied for it like this never happened. And I see this happen all the time with new users joining the community. And it needs to stop, because this is the elevator community. Again, people deserve to feel welcome for our interests, and we're supposed to be nice to each other and uplift people. And if they're doing something that's truly wrong or that we've done, we need to own up to it, and we need to say, hey, this was wrong of us. We shouldn't have done it, and you shouldn't either, or something like that. But the amount of slamming and name-calling over others over this needs to stop. And I'm just saying that right now. It just needs to stop. And another thing, the spying on people's behaviors and making fun of the way people film also needs to stop. Again, I know not everyone's gonna like everyone's videos or the way everybody films, and I get that. But one of the things that makes this community such an awesome place is we all have different filming styles. Everybody says things differently, everybody films differently, everyone edits differently, etc., etc. But that very thing has been under attack by many users, and I've even seen people go as far as complaining about the dumbest of things, like, for example, when I'll tell somebody, or Alex or some other users will, like, let's just say we're in a private office building, we're riding the elevator, somebody gets on and gives us weird looks. There's been some people bitching about us telling them that we're filming the elevators, and basically that we're telling them that we're filming the elevators and our elevator hobby, and that we shouldn't be doing that. Is it true it can make the situation worse sometimes? But the reason why I do that, and have done it, is because a lot of these people give me weird looks, which is understandable when you're in a private building with a camera in the elevator. And they give me weird looks, and they look freaked out, and I try to explain to them what I'm doing in hopes to calm them down, because I've been in many buildings, as you guys know, and several people who have gotten on the elevator with me have reported me to security thinking I'm committing a terror attack, when I'm not. But that's what they think, and so the whole reason I tell them what I'm doing is as an effort to calm them down. And doing so, people have even told me about how cool it is, and some have wondered about what my YouTube channel was, and I've earned subscribers doing that, and some people have even told me about cool elevators they knew about nearby. So, the people that are bitching about this and complaining about others doing that, again, if you don't like people doing this, don't watch their videos, and the people that are doing this do this for a reason, and so just don't whine about it. And, you know, because the thing is, these people could literally call the cops on you, so if it makes people feel better, they're gonna tell them what they're doing, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what some other people I talk to do as well. So if you don't like it, then I'm sorry, but just don't watch my videos, don't watch their videos. It's simple. And I've also seen people complain about dumb stuff like, oh, this person's from the United States, but he says lift over elevator, blah, blah, blah. Big fucking deal! Lift, elevator, same thing! They both address vertical transportation, they just are different words. So why complain about it? Jeez. My God, you're horrible if you do that. I mean, seriously. I mean, they're both the same thing. I mean, the person who does it's not hurting anybody. Now, is it typical to say lift as opposed to elevator in the United States? No. But there's nothing wrong with it, though. Nobody's being hurt, and they aren't even doing anything illegal by saying that. So don't whine about it. That's just like the dumbest thing that's ever, and it's probably the pettiest out of everything I've brought up here, but I also needed to bring it up as well, because that's just really stupid, and that shouldn't be happening either. And last but not least, the bullying and harassing towards people making dumb comments on videos, as well as acting really cringy in their videos. The bullying towards those users, this also needs to stop. Now, Yeah, that also needs to stop because I've seen several people make some really weird comments. Like, there's some users that will say things like, oh, you're invited to whatever elevator for whatever, or Dewhurst is crap in Canada, or they'll just like repeat the same things over and over again on different comments and videos. And yes, it's annoying. But if you don't like what these users are doing, just block them or leave them alone, or just maybe make some dumb or silly comment to go along with it. But don't attack or bully them. And I know a lot of these people that do this, I know some of these people are going to say anyone that's easily offended shouldn't be on the internet or whatever, or anybody that takes things personally shouldn't be on the internet. And maybe you're right. You're probably right. But the thing is, a lot of people in the elevator community, including myself, have a lot of depression. Many of us don't have friends outside of the elevator community or on YouTube. And because of that, you know, we're all trying to find our place where we're accepted and for who we are and what we do. And that's all these people are probably trying to do. And some of the comments I've seen towards these users, I mean, yes, these users may be annoying and whatnot, but I've seen comments saying that things like, oh, I'm gonna finger your mom, you stupid whore, or I'm gonna beat your ass, or all this sort of stuff. You gotta be careful with what you're saying, because what if shortly after you say these things, what are you gonna do if you find out they commit suicide because you cyberbullied them? Yeah, that can happen, and we don't want that. Yeah, some of these comments may be dumb, but again, if you don't like it, just don't follow them, don't just ignore them, just block them, or just play along, but just be respectful though, because like I said, most of us in the community have a lot of depression and go through a lot of really horrible stress. And it sucks that this is our reality just for liking elevators or just because we have autism or whatever the case may be, which, by the way, it's Autism Awareness Month now, but point is that a lot of us deal with a lot of stress and depression, so you gotta make others feel accepted here, because this elevator community is, for a lot of people, the one place they in any way feel accepted, or the one place they feel like they can truly be themselves. And because of that, just please be nice, okay? And I forgot another thing, but I know that, as you guys may know, I'm not... Now, if I were making this video a year ago, this person would probably be a very hot subject in it. But Sam Starr, I'm sure as you guys know, he's done some pretty bad things in the past and has been really nasty to people in the past. But the dude's literally trying to improve himself as a person, and he's been doing that only to receive bullying and hatred and nastiness from other users. Now, I understand that people are still mad at him, and I get it. But, I mean, there were some things he did to me that really pissed me off. And some of the behaviors I mentioned in this video, he was a perpetrator in. But the fact is, though, he's trying to mature and change himself as a person. He's in college now. He's made some good friends and is living the time of his life. And the people that are just being nasty to him, I mean, here's the thing. If you want somebody to change and grow up, being nasty and being a bully back is not the answer. It just simply isn't. And if you want someone to grow up and mature, you gotta be encouraging to them. You want to uplift them. You want to be nice to them. And if they do act up again, you want to remind them what they're doing is wrong. You don't want to bash them, because, I mean, here's the thing. If you're just going to be really mean to somebody all the time, and even if they're really trying to change who they are as a person, then they're just going to have no incentive to grow up and be nice to other people themselves. And so that needs to stop. And not only has he been slammed for swearing, but he also got slammed for making a video of himself drunk. Again, if you don't like it, don't watch, okay? I mean, sure, the video may have technically not been legal, and it may have not been a good idea to post it, but here's the thing, though. He didn't mean any harm. He was just trying to be funny. That was why he made the video. If you don't like it, fine. But don't watch the video if you don't like it. And a bunch of people have been slamming him over it like he just committed a huge crime and killed 30 people. Like, they've been starting up a huge, like, tirade over it. And just a bunch of drama on the internet over it, on the Facebook support group. And, I mean, the thing is, again, he's not hurting anybody, so why are you complaining? Why are you doing this? And, you know, again, this goes back to the policing, and it just needs to stop. And with that all being said, I'm sorry for the rant. I know I can be really blunt and harsh, and to those who feel like they can't have an opinion because of me, because I have an opinion that I'm really strong and vocal about, I do want to apologize for that, and that was wrong of me. But in conclusion, be respectful towards others. Appreciate one another for their different filming styles and the kinds of places they like and film and their knowledge, and be respectful towards other users, unless they're actually bullying people or really doing harm. Just be nice. If you don't like a certain person's filming style, don't watch their videos or block them. They'd much rather have you do that than, you know, shit on them. And also, no policing, just accept people for who they are, as long as nobody's being hurt. Don't be a hypocrite, because, I mean, the thing is, the people bullying each other over things that they've done themselves, that needs to stop. And also, just, yeah, I'm trying to think. There's something else I wanted to say. Oh, yeah, and also, just, please think for yourselves. Like, a lot of people, when one person says something, people just are blindly following what this one person says like a cult. And that needs to stop. And, I know I've gotten some heat for disagreeing with things Andrew Reams have said, and I just want to first say that I have nothing against Andrew. I like him a lot as a person, and I'm rooting for him. But I'm not going to agree with everything he says, and I think part of the reason people are being so mean to me over Kone is because ever since they flew him out to Finland and did that nice thing for him, people have just been really nasty to me and acting like cult members, saying I have no right to hate Kone and to shut the fuck up and just suck a dick and all of this other crap. And people have also made up lies saying I want Kone employees to die or things like that. None of that is true. The thing is, the fact Kone invited Andrew out to Finland is awesome, and I have nothing against Kone employees. I've even met a few. Many have been nice people, and many of them have even actually admitted to my claims about them being glitchy and some of the issues they've encountered having to repair them. It's not I have nothing against the Kone employees whatsoever, or the technicians. The problem is the quality of the parts they use and the installations. And that's what I have a problem with. But the people who are saying that I slam Kone techs, or that I've said they deserve to die or something like that, none of that stuff is true. And if anyone tells you that, reevaluate who the person is. Because here's the thing. As I've said, a lot of people in this community do all of the BS I just talked about in this video. There are a lot of people that will make up lies, start rumors, and police people over the dumbest of things. And I'm sure you know who some of these people are, and the behavior needs to end now. Now, I mean. And it's gone on too long, and it just really needs to stop. Because like I said, we're a community of people with varying beliefs, races, religions, and different ideas of life in all different parts of the world. And, you know, that should be celebrated. It shouldn't be bashed and frowned upon. And, you know, and we'd all deserve to be accepted, especially since this is the one place we truly feel like we can be ourselves. And, but yeah, I just felt this video needed to be made because, there's just been a lot of drama going on. It's gone on for quite some time, and I've considered making a video, about this for quite some time, but after somebody on the Facebook group had their post comments disabled over them bashing Kone and calling people out over the fact that they act like Kones are the best elevators ever, which another thing I'd like to point out that I don't understand is not only do a lot of these Kone lovers complain about people bashing Kone, but here's the thing. They bash elevator companies themselves. A lot of these people will say Montgomery sucks, Dover Traction suck, and Westinghouses suck, and US elevators suck. And the thing is, you know, you can have that opinion. There's nothing wrong with it, but if you don't want people to bash Kone, why are you bashing elevator companies yourself and bitching about people that bash your favorite company? And the thing is, what I don't understand about your opinion, I mean, I've explained my Kone opinion in a whole nother video, but what I don't understand about this opinion is, I know of some Westies, Dover Tractions, Monties, and US elevators over 40 years old that run without any problems and work just fine. I know of some Kones that are less than 10 years old that have been fully replaced and break down and glitch all the time. So, I don't understand that opinion. If you have that opinion, feel free to explain your reasoning behind it in the comments below. But point is that just stop being a hypocrite. If you don't like, something someone else is doing, ignore it and make sure you're not doing this yourself, and, be nice to others, and just, if you don't like what someone is saying in comments, and if it's really dumb, just ignore it or block the user, and yeah, that's all that needed to be said. And I know I know the drama won't fully stop by me just having made this video. But there's a certain someone who's really close to Andrew that is a big perpetrator in this. I'm not gonna say who this is, and don't worry, no, it's not Jason, it's not Jacob, but, well, and it's not Evan, well, it's somebody that's genetically related to Evan, but I'm not gonna say, I mean, you probably already know who it is. But my point is is that I know that some of these people just aren't truly good at change, but the behavior of these people needs to be exposed and called out, and so that's why I made this video. So if you like the video and you agree with me, be sure to like and comment, and don't forget to subscribe for future elevator videos. And if you dislike the video, well, cry all you want, baby, because I'm just stating straight facts here and just stating the fact of the matter here and what needs to change in this community. So, with that all being said, that's gonna be it. Peace out.